wait for everybody to jump in before I continue. Good afternoon. Welcome, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I am waiting about 1 minute until everybody jumps in order for me to continue. Welcome, everyone. Okay, everyone, welcome. Welcome back to War Notes, where we speak the truth, no sugarcoating, no whitewashing, just what it is. Again, we speak the truth. No sugarcoating here, no whitewashing here, just what it is. And today, I am not here to celebrate anything. I'm not here to celebrate anything. I am here to expose. I am here to expose. The calendar says that it's the 4th of July weekend, doesn't it? Right? That's what it says, right? Today is the 5th of July. Yesterday was the 4th of July. This is July 4th weekend, according to our calendars. Real talk here, you guys. But I'm asking all of my listeners, independence for who, I ask? Independence for who? Who is the independence for? Everybody listening, it's 4th of July weekend. And who is the independence for? Deep question, isn't it? I'm going to let you all meditate on that just a little bit. Those of you who have entered, not have entered, or those of you who are listening after the live. Independence for who? Who is Independence Day for? Because for me, and I know for many of you listening, this so-called Independence Day has nothing to do with freedom, equality, or justice for Black or brown people in America. Again, let me repeat that. Let that meditate in. Who is Independence Day for? Ask yourself, who is Independence Day for? Everybody's ready to celebrate 4th of July weekend, but who is it for? Independence for who, I ask? Because for me, again, and I know for many of you listening, again, I say this so-called Independence Day has nothing to do with freedom, equality, or justice for Black or brown people in America. So what is Independence Day? Hi, Miss Mercy Asamba, welcome. What is Independence Day? Who is it for? Let's be clear. There is nothing to celebrate when we are still second-class citizens. Again, I repeat, there is nothing to celebrate when we are still second-class citizens. Go ahead, somebody in the comments tell me that I'm wrong. Are we not second-class citizens according to the Constitution of America? Us Black and brown people? There is nothing to celebrate when racism continues to thrive louder, bolder, and deadlier than ever before. There is nothing to celebrate. What is the celebration about? What is it about? The racism continues to thrive louder, bolder, and deadlier than before. There is nothing to celebrate when this country was built off of our backs. Black people, if you hear me loud and clear, Black and brown people. And don't get it wrong now. Many Caucasian people have sweat enslaved too as well. Irish folks from different classes of people, they have suffered too. They've been slaved in their countries too as well, and they've came here and they've slaved here in America too for this country that considers us a second-class citizen. There's nothing to celebrate when this country was built off of our backs, but refuses to stand with us. There is nothing to celebrate. You guys sitting at home and listening right now, tell me if there's something to celebrate when this country was built off our backs, but we're still second-class citizens according to the Constitution. They want us to wave flags. They want us to wave flags, right? They want us to throw up the American flag and eat barbecue. They want us to watch fireworks and smile like everything is all right, right? They want all of us to smile, right? They just put a little bit of flags to it, put a little bit of barbecue, watch a little bit of fireworks, folks out in the road, black folks too, brown people, they out in the road, throwing up fireworks. They don't even know what they're throwing up fireworks for. And they're smiling like everything's okay while they eat their barbecue and roll their flags and watch the fireworks. But I ask you this, my listeners, what exactly are we supposed to be smiling for? What are we supposed to be smiling for? When we're constantly reminded that our lives don't matter. When we are constantly reminded that our lives don't matter, you tell me while you're waving a flag, eating barbecue, and talking about Independence Day. But we are, again, consistently reminded that our lives don't matter. That our rights aren't guaranteed. Again, I say, yes, this is America, y'all. But we are constantly reminded by the news, by the outlets, by the newspapers, by everything else, that our lives, for whatever reason, matters less than the white man in the government building. Our lives matter less. Or the rich black folks who kiss the white man's ass, we're less than them. That's what we are consistently reminded of, that our lives don't matter here in this country. Us brown and black people, our lives don't matter. We know it matters to us, but it doesn't matter to the white man sitting in a government building. Make no mistake. They make it be known to us that our rights aren't guaranteed, that our skin still determines how we're treated, how we're paid, how we're judged, even whether we live or die. Think about that now. Meditate on that for a little bit. That our skin that the good Lord gave us still determines how we are treated as a human being, how we are paid behind the checkbook, and how we are judged on an everyday basis, even whether we live or we die. Because when they throw us brown and black people into these camps or into these bars where we are restricted for coming out as if we are thugs, as if we are non-human, as if we are animals, when we are thrown into these type of situations, they are determining whether or not we live or we die. It's very clear. Whether or not one doesn't want to understand it, or one doesn't want to heed to it, it is very clear that our skin still determines how we are treated, how we are paid by the checkbook, and how we are judged, even whether we live or we die. So let's stop pretending. This country was never designed for us, brown and black people, to win. From the very beginning, since 1610, if you want to be exact, from the very beginning, black and brown people were used, enslaved, abused, raped, and erased. We didn't get light-skinned black folk for no reason. That was the white man having sex with our women, black women. They beat us. They killed our ancestors. They even sold our babies. And even when they raped our women and made children, those same children were treated as property and never, ever, ever recognized as theirs. Now, I know this history might be touching home, but you shall hear the truth here if you don't hear anything else. Their foundation is our trauma. Their wealth, oh yeah, their wealth is our labor. Don't forget it, make no mistakes, their wealth is our labor. Don't let them tell you any different. Don't let the next white man next to you compare his life to yours because, oh, well, I'm poor too and you're poor. No, 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 no. We are talking about our founding fathers. We are talking about the people who created this mess, and they are no longer here to fix it or clean it up. All they did was leave people that are airheads in charge of our government, like Yellow Man. So we are talking about our ancestors that have left their grandchildren brainwashed, where they're still racist even in 2025. So after they sold our babies, and even when they raped our women and made children, those same children again were treated as property. We're talking about even the property, your vehicle, that's a property, but they treat us like property. So we're property to them. And we were never recognized as theirs. So even my family, when you have Black families with a lot of light-skinned Black folks, especially our grandparents that are over the age of 70, 80, trust me, there was something going on there that wasn't supposed to be going on, and it was illegal, and it was called rape of the Black woman. Make children's and then deny that they're even yours because you don't want your wife to find out that you done screwed the Black girl. Let's be real here. I know this might be straightforward for some of y'all, but you guys are going to hear the reality here. Their foundation is our trauma. Again, I say their wealth is our labor. And their independence was built on our imprisonment. On our imprisonment. Now, I want you guys to fast forward to 2025. They may not have us in chains, but don't be fooled. Systemic oppression is still slavery. Just with a new name, baby. With a new name. Don't confuse it. It looks like low wages. It looks like over policying. Or over policing, shall I say. That too, over policying and over policing. Underfunded schools. Dirty politics. Stolen votes. And guess what? Media silence. And it looks like policies written to keep us locked down, locked out, or locked up. And racism. It never went anywhere, honey. For white or Black folks now these days, for some of the white folks, I feel so bad for some of them. They got Black family members and stuff now, and they have to deal with this. They're not thinking color in their head, but they come from a family that may be thinking color. Maybe their family's from Oklahoma and they live now in Ohio, and things are a little bit different here. And so now they have to deal with this. And I feel bad for those white folks, because I'm wondering where the people are to defend those white folks who have to grow up in a trauma that they didn't ask to grow up in. But this is what is happening, my people. Whether or not you're white, brown, Black, Asian, purple, green, this is what I'm talking about, my people. It never went anywhere. It just took off its mask. Racism went nowhere. All they did was take off the mask. But the problem was still there. Now listen, they don't care what we feel. They don't care what we say. We see this every time we turn on our TVs. They don't care what we say. They don't care what we feel. And guess what? That's exactly why we have to say it louder, louder, louder. Because silence is not an option. Because guess what? If you didn't know this, we are not powerless. It may seem that way, but we're not. And because we are not done fighting, it shows us that we're even more stronger than what we ever believed. Because we're still fighting. So let me be real clear. Let me be real clear now. Y'all listen good. Me, myself, Paviel Gallegos, I am not your house Negro. You know anything about history? Study a little bit of Malcolm X. I am not your house Negro. And I shall record this so it can be recorded for the rest of my life. I am not your house Negro. I'm not the one who will bow down and say thank you for the scraps. Okay? I'm the field Negro. I'm the field Negro, the one Malcolm X warned them about. That field Negro. I's that field Negro. And I stand for truth, for justice, and for the power of Oz people. Let me say that a little bit more clearer. So for those of our constituents that may be confused when I talk like the field Negro that Oz is, I stand for truth, for justice, and for the power of our people. And I will never pledge loyalty to a system that was never loyal to me. I will never wave a flag that waves over blood-stained soil, to be clear. But I will stand for democracy, real democracy, for all people. I will stand for peace and equality for all people. And I will fight for the generations after us to live in a world where they are free to just be, to just be, to live and let live, to just be, be, to just be. I will fight for the generations after us to live. But remember, I's a field Negro. I ain't no house Negro. I's the field Negro. So I will not accept the scraps. You shall not accept the scraps. And we shall show them what democracy is about. So no, this isn't your typical July 4th speech, not indeed. This is a warning. This is a reminder. This right here is War Notes. And to every Black and brown person listening, they're trying to silence us. They're trying to erase us. But we are the soul of this country. Remember, we are the labor. We are the rhythm. We are the resistance. And we are still here, honey. We are still here. So while they pop fireworks and toast their fake freedom, I want you to remember this. The real war isn't overseas. It's right here, honey. The real fight isn't over. And the real freedom, we're still marching toward it. So please, my Black and brown people and my white innocent people, because there's a lot of white innocent people. And to them I say as well, stay strong, stay united, and never, ever stay silent. This is War Notes, and until the next time, stay woke.